Hey, what's up guys? So there is a new Blendmount clip that's specifically designed for the Uniden R1 and R3 that's now available. It's got a number of different improvements over the other Blendmount clips that also have a certain degree of compatibility with the R1 and the R3. I've actually done a video going over those, but I want to go ahead and update you guys with some things that we found out since then, as well as kind of go over the improvements above and beyond kind of the existing ones that you could already actually get away with and use. So let's start with the Uniden clip that Blendmount already has. It's designed for the DFR7 and it's also compatible with the Redenso XP. Here it is. We'll go ahead and pop it on the R3 real quick. Now the way that this one works, it works as you can see, obviously it fits and everything, but one of the issues was the clip actually connects way here on the end, so there's actually a fair amount of vibration when you're actually driving, even though it does technically fit. Another thing was that the Uniden clip doesn't actually lock into place, as you can see, and so the release button wasn't actually necessary. Now another option was for those of you guys who have the Redenso Pro SE clip, also compatible with the new Pro M. That one, as you can see, that locks into place like this as well, and that one actually locks into position. I'm finding playing with it now, sometimes it locks and sometimes it doesn't, but for this one you actually do need to press the release button to let it go, which is kind of nice and a lot of people like that. However, there's two issues with that. The first one is, well, the positioning is the same, so when you clip it on you can see it still connects here in the end, so we have quite a bit of leverage on the detector and there's going to be some vibration when you're driving. The second thing, and perhaps more importantly, people have been finding after they've been running this for a little while, the clip itself actually can damage the release button on the Uniden radar detector, and after a while, well, the button gets damaged and then it doesn't lock in properly with like the Uniden clips. There's been some workarounds and fixes that involve taking the detector apart and whatnot, but in short, it turns out that using the Redenso clips for the RPSE or the Pro M, yes, it fits and yes, it locks into place, but it turns out it's not a good long-term solution. Enter the new clips specifically for the R1 and the R3. Now, for those of you guys who've also been on the waiting list for this new clip, you may have actually received not one, but two clips. A lot of us actually received the original design of the clip, which looks like this. Then we found out there were some issues with it, and Blendmount quickly released an updated version, which looks like this. And you can see the difference. The original one has kind of this straight part right here on the end of the tongue, whereas the new one kind of has this little cutout right here. And now the issue that this is designed to solve is people were finding that when you take the original one and you mount it onto the detector, it actually locks into place, and so in order to release the detector you have to go in and press the release button in there to slide it out, which is kind of an issue. It's a little tough to do when I'm hand-holding like this, but when you have the detector actually mounted it is easier to accomplish, but nevertheless it was kind of an issue. And so what they decided to do was quickly change the clip, and I'm actually surprised at how quickly they were able to turn around and do this based on user feedback and whatnot, so that now the detector can slide right on, and then it can slide right off without requiring you to press the release button, which makes it much, much easier to use in practice. All right, and here we are at the radar detector, and you can see we've got it mounted on the Blendmount now, and it's pretty simple to use. I mean, whenever you want to remove it, you just pull the detector down, grab the spring clip like this, and it just slides right off. And then once you want to put it back on, spring clip down, and it slides on. Really simple. So I really like the new design. It just makes it really easy. Now you'll notice when I pull the detector down, here I'll put the mic right next to it so you can hear it, there's this little sound that you'll hear. Now what that is, this pad right here, it's actually sticky and it sticks right on top of the Uniden logo right here, and so it helps secure it into place so that when it's there it's not going to be releasing or anything. Plus the tension from the spring clip right here ensures that it's not going to be coming down this way until you pull it down, and it can't come forward as well towards me in this direction, so it's definitely going to stay put, which is really nice. Now the previous version of it, you had to kind of pull it down and then press this button, and it was a little bit tricky to kind of do all this stuff. Like you could do it, you know, to get in there maybe this way, it was possible, but as you can see it's a little bit trickier to do, and I like the fact now that you can just slide it on and off without needing the release button. It's definitely making it easier. But anyways, for those of you guys ordering now or anything like that kind of going into the future, you don't have to worry about that. They're shipping out all of the newer ones with the cutout removed so that you don't have to use the release button, and that's how it's designed now. Now, for those of you guys who want to order, you can just go onto Blendmount's website. I've got a link in the video description with a discount coupon for you guys that you can use that to save some cash. So you can do that and order, and it's going to ship with the new Blendmount clip. For those of you guys who already have a Blendmount clip that's not one of these newer ones, if you guys have kind of the original new one, Blendmount is already shipping out, updated versions for free, which is really nice. But for those of you guys who have kind of a previous version of the Uniden clip and you've been waiting for the new R1 and R3, here's how to actually go online and get it. When you go to Blendmount's website, under Buy Now, there's an option for upgrades. Click on that, and then click on Uniden. Now when it loads, you'll see that there's actually two different models. There's the BNR UC2 with a 5/8 inch slot and the BNR UC3 with a 3/8 inch slot. Now one of the questions, of course, is which one do you get? Well, the standard and some of the specialty mounts use the 3/8 inch slot, and some of the other specialty mounts use the 5/8 inch slot. Now, a quick way for you to just double check which one that you need, take a look at the model number of the blend mount that you have for your car. You can either just take a look at, the order email that you've got, or just take a look at, punch in what car you have on the website and it'll load up the model number. Now, here's a quick trick. Take a look at the product number and it'll be something like BNR 2000R. For example, look at the second number there in kind of the series of numbers, the second number. If the second number is a 0, then you're going to want to use a 3/8 inch clip. If that second number is a 1, you're going to want to order the 5/8 inch clip. So that's how you can double check specifically which one you need, the 3/8 or the 5/8. I know that's been a big question. I was wondering too, so that's the way that you can tell. And then just order the correct one and they'll ship you the updated Uniden clip for your R1 or your R3. And other than that, yeah, that's it. For you guys ordering them, let me know how you like them and how you're enjoying the new clip. Do you like it? Do you like the fact that there's no lock button that's needed to release it? Personally, I think it's pretty good, but I know some people were saying, hey, I'd rather have the locking button, that kind of stuff. Again, personally, I think it's nice to not have to worry about that because it actually holds in really nicely without needing it. But I know. Trade-offs, pros and cons, all that kind of stuff, right? So anyway, that's a look here at the updated blend mount for the R1 and R3. I'm glad it's finally released, and I like the new updates that it's got to help with the vibrations and just ensure everything's held on nice and securely and nice and tightly. So anyway, there you go. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. And until next time, happy driving, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.